What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Hello and welcome in to the Friday edition of your show. My name is Gary. I'm going to go with your buxom host today. I've used busty a little too much, and I'm so damn thankful to have you here with us today. Still the only show that we know of going live from 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday here on YouTube in Saskatoon, dare I say Saskatchewan. Very, very cool. We also are probably the only show that makes up categories that we are number one in, and then we say we're number one. For instance, we're the number one show on YouTube with a buxom host that wears no sleeves all the time. We're number one. It's one of my favorites. Check out the Dungeon, the Legend Maker. Hey, Uncle Brando, you didn't comment on my Dungeon tank top yet.
I missed it. I'll do it on the show.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a wrestling gimmick. Ha, gimmick. Nailed it. We also start every show here with the greatest camera in the history of any camera anywhere. Dare I say, if you go on the internet and search for cams, nothing will beat this one. Nothing, including those ones. This right here is what it's all about. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Maggie Cam. Look at her. And she even hit her spot 4 minutes early today. Slowly dreaming about supper time in the next hour. That's a happy, happy puppy right there. The Maggie Cam for our fantastic pals over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. When you walk in, you'll be greeted by Leroy, one of the greatest greeting dogs in the history of the universe as well. Mike or Rochelle will be there, and they will treat you with the greatest service in the history of pet stores. If you go there after hours or on the weekend, you'll see Kirsten, Char, or Chris, and you will continue to get that incredible service you know and love. As well, the cleaning station, I can't say it enough. That cleaning station in there, second to none. That place is Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Be sure to go by and say hello as Margaret slowly drifts off to Puppy Sleep Town. I guess it's time to get this show started. We had a visit earlier today with a guy who's been working mornings. So he finished his work at like 9 o'clock. So he's a little bit tired. And he went to the gym right before this was recorded. His name is Ugly Kid Joel. And here's the tape. One of our favorite people in the universe has arrived yet again. He is Ugly Kid Joel.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
You know him from Hometown Rock. You know him from the radio. You know him as the contact to all local bands in this city and so much more.
I don't know about the much more part, but...
Well, I was going to say
you.
Except for fantasy football maven. My dude's going through it right now.
I had so many extra draft picks. We play a keeper league. I came into this year and been like, this is the year.
My year, baby.
And everybody was like, Joel's the team to beat.
Yep.
And
that's the kiss of death, by the way.
My points against are just atrocious. Like I have 300 more points against than anybody else.
That's a lot, in case you're wondering.
Everybody's just beating me down every week, and so I'm not even a playoff spot right now. It's bad.
Horrid. Last year at this time, I was in playoffs, all three of my big ones, and this year, just one. I'm not making the playoffs in the two others. Like, not even close. Not even a sniff.
It's been a weird year.
Very weird.
I also lost Rasheed Rice, which hurt. But, seeing as him as a person, maybe it's good he's not in the NFL.
Anyways, we're here to talk about local music, and this guy has the inside track on all of it. What do we got coming up here, brah?
Coincidentally, a couple of great shows tomorrow over at Paved Arts. You've got Greg Ori.
Yeah.
And I am FM. IFF. Yeah, I am FM. Jordan. No, I'm blanking on his name. I'm not going to say a name because I'm going to get it wrong. I'm looking at it in my sheet of music in my head, and I'm like, it's so close, but it's not right. So I am FM. Greg Ori over at Paved Arts.
It's going to be very fun.
That'll be a fun little show. And then one I'm hoping to make too, because we have our company Christmas party tomorrow. So I'm hoping to maybe grab some people and ditch out early to get over to the Black Cat Tavern.
Here we go.
Because Autopilot is doing an album release party.
We like them.
Autopilot's great, guys. And they are bringing along Vicky Minor and the Raccoons. And I haven't seen the Raccoons live yet, and I'm really excited. They're just this lovely group of guys, and they've got this such unique music, and these harmonies and the lyrics are fantastic, and so I'm hoping to get out there and catch them.
Do you have any context on the name?
I asked them if it was based off of the early
The cartoon,
cartoon, and it is not.
So there's no Cyril Sneer in there?
No, unfortunately not.
It's too bad. How cool would that be if they dressed up as the Raccoons?
I do love that show. I grew up on that show. But
You
no.
wouldn't want to see them play music? Too scary?
That would, a little bit.
I get it.
The whole schnoz thing going on, that would not be for children.
What's the not Cyril Sneer, but his nephew
Oh,
that
his
is always
nephew,
with
the
the
friendly
glasses.
one, yeah.
I forget. We'll never remember it.
Coincidentally, I've just realized the Sneers look a lot like the naked aliens in Futurama, the first movie.
Oh yeah.
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 Bender's Game? No, that
Big
was
Score?
Big Score, yeah. Bender's Game was number 3.
Those are really good.
Oh man, Beast with a Billion Backs, Into the Great Beyond or something. Great Yonder was the last one. All fantastic.
Great stuff.
Have you been watching the new season?
I have not.
It's been okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That's strange
It
for
doesn't-
a show coming back. Eh?
It doesn't have the nostalgia. That's what it's missing. And of course, you can't
Duplicate that.
duplicate
It's hard.
nostalgia,
Yeah.
but it's doing its stuff, and the characters are all there, and it's got the jokes, and it's always been smart, and it's still doing that.
Well, we like that. Oh no, the heater. Keep talking.
Sometimes it feels like it's just trying a little too hard. Oh yeah, you're not going to be able to respond to me. Here's something that bothers me while you're away over there. I realized this on the drive over here. This is the worst weather right now for getting groceries. The worst weather for getting groceries.
Tell me more.
Because I've got stuff that's frozen that's getting too warm, and I've got stuff that's warm that's getting too cold. There's no in between. Like, my frozen berries are melting, and my red wine that's not supposed to be getting cold is getting cold. It's not the end of the world, but like you've got both unfortunate sides coming together. Like, either be cold or be hot. One or the other.
See, this is why I don't shop for groceries.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
So I've got groceries in my car right now that are both sides are going in the wrong direction.
Melting and hotting.
Yes, hotting is the technical term.
Thank you. I am a doctor of heat doctor. Any other shows coming down the pipe here as we get into Christmas time?
We're getting a little quiet heading into Christmas time. There's some next weekend. Hopefully I'll come back and chat before then. But of course, the one that I'm really looking forward to, because it's always a great time, is December 21st, Coors Event Center. You've got...
On that, son.
That's the one.
I was waiting for us to do it together.
And I mistimed that.
OBS.
And they just announced their opener for the show.
Who is it?
Which is the Radiant.
We love the radio.
Which I was at one of their shows recently. I was supposed to get over to the Chesterfield album release party.
You were talking about that.
Yes, I had full intention of going there, and then I was at Advanced Auto Care where they had the Radiant show, which was in a car shop. Like,
very cool.
Very cool. Great
that.
sound too. Like very impressive. And I had way too many rums. And ended up getting a cab home and did not make it to Amigos for Chesterfield's album release party. So I apologize to them, and I was really hoping to see Sedeza. And the Brothers G jumped in for the great fuss.
Those are your
'cause,
guys, man.
Was it Pete that had COVID?
I think so.
I was chatting with him a couple weeks ago, and he said
He's
he
such
wasn't
a sweet
feeling
dude,
well.
yeah.
And like I thought for sure, like a week later, he was going to be good to
fine,
go, but
yeah.
no. So that's too bad. But the Brothers G stepped in, and I heard it was a fantastic time.
Man, those guys are crushing it, hey? Mm-hmm. I remember when they were just starting, and it was like, okay, these guys are pretty cool. I like what's going on. And then they just, out of nowhere, just went from that level to like here.
They kicked it up a notch,
That's
and
crazy.
I think Kit Langfeld joining them helped. But they
Yes.
were already on an upwards trajectory,
yeah.
and he just jumped on, and they're just not saying he's not helping. don't mistake that. He's along for the ride, but also contributing, and together, both factors, they've just been fantastic. They've got a show coming up in Lloydminster this weekend, so I'm
Nice.
hoping the GOAT gives them some love.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would love to see them get picked up by a couple more radio stations.
See, how hard is it to do that? Like, as in being a band and getting noticed outside of your town?
It's tough. I've actually had a lot of bands ask me that question,
Yeah.
and like the best advice I've been able to give to them is just don't give up. harass them, find the music director, find the program director, send them stuff, email them, call them, and just like get your sound in their ears somehow. Play your music for them. If you can back it up with, hey, we're getting some play here, we're getting some play there, that helps a little bit. But it's those little stations that add up, and then the big stations start noticing, hey, there's this music that's getting played by all
Why
these
is this
other
showing
stations.
up everywhere? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the best thing you can do is don't try for the really big thing. Like, you're not going to get airplay in Toronto.
No.
You got to start small, work your way up, and then those big stations, because we all have these programs where we see what's getting played at all the other
songs.
radio
Yes,
stations.
sir.
And once you see, oh, look at all these stations starting to get on it, then the big stations are like, hey, who are these guys?
Dude, that's old school right there. I like that.
I will always, one of my favorite stories is Chad Kruger from Nickelback.
Heard of him.
He is successful because he grinded. He would not take no for an answer. He showed up to every rock radio station across Canada and forced these people to listen to his music until they started playing it, and that turned out pretty good for him.
It's a great lesson right there from the man. My favorite dude. He is Ugly Kid Joel. You can check him out at any of the local shows.
One more thing, because I'm really excited about this.
I couldn't tell.
Not next week, but the week after, because I had already scheduled music. A band out of Moose Jaw,
Here we go.
High Wind. Have we chatted about them before? They opened up for OBS's Christmas show 2 years ago, I believe it was.
I don't think we've talked about High Wind.
High Wind has been away for a little while. It's been like maybe a year since they sent me any new music, and they're back with a new song. It's called Barren Walls, and we're adding it into rotation because this is just like, you never hear a song and immediately you're like, yes, that's the song right there.
I love that feeling.
It is just this incredible song. It's got these amazing vocals, and I don't know what the lead into it. And then there's one part where they ting a cowbell, and like the whole song just shifts, and your brain shifts with it. And like, I don't know how to describe it. It's fantastic. I'm really excited. We're gonna be playing this, and so if you get a chance to check out a new song, that's my suggestion. Check it out.
Hometown Rock next week?
Oh, it's out already. I've already
on
played it on
Nice,
Hometown
okay,
Rock.
good.
Yeah. So it's getting into rotation, regular rotation, evenings, overnights, starting next week.
That's huge. Again,
Very
in case
excited.
you're wondering why we love this guy so much, he's the reason why these local bands are getting into rotation. So, dude, thank you for doing everything that you do. 8 p.m. Hoedown Rock.
Ooh, tonight on Hometown Rock, a band called Former Lovers. They've got this really fun song. I'm just going to keep going and going and going.
Dude, this is why you're here. Don't stop.
They've got a great song. They put it out in October called Small Talk. It might have been earlier than October. But on my Instagram, uglykid.joel, I'm doing this little Hometown Rock Advent calendar.
Nice.
So 25
creative.
days leading up to Christmas, I've been playing or sharing 25 local songs and kind of matching up what's on Hometown Rock with what's going on my Instagram. So tonight is Former Lovers, Small Talk. It's just this, it's hard to describe. You just feel good listening to it, even though like the lyrics aren't feel good lyrics. It's a feel good song.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like when music can do that.
Yeah, it's unique how like they're talking about how basically this chick is so hot and she won't ever get past the small talk phase, and but like at the same time, because I've been in that situation.
Me too.
And it sucks.
It does.
At the same time, I'm just like kind of bopping along, and I was like, this is really fun.
Getting tricked.
So yeah, that's what's on tonight.
Sweet. I love that. I love you. You got any voice tracks this weekend?
No, I forgot to do those. So
Never mind. I didn't ask.
I might be in tomorrow, depending on how much I have to drink tonight.
I'm going to stop talking before I keep screwing this up. Dude, thank you again. Always appreciate it. Be on the lookout for this guy. You're amazing. And we'll talk to you again real soon.
We'll see you soon.
Which is good. So there you go. Ugly Kid Joel, our main man, as we have kicked off the Friday edition of your show. I want to put a quick word out for tonight. My main man, Mats, who we know and love, he helped us with a bunch of stuff around here at the studio. He has a documentary airing tonight. It's called Our Heroes, the Wingmen, and it airs at 8 p.m. this evening. And check it out on Shaw, channel 888, SaskTel 554, TELUS 888, or Bell, channel 48. And this dude, he's been doing a lot of these incredible documentaries. Some of them are like war related, like this one, and it's going to be very, very cool. He also has a bunch of like nature nature documentaries where he got chased by a bear and he sent me the video. It's very scary stuff. Like, this guy's done a lot of really, really cool shit. So tonight, again, it is Our Heroes, The Wingmen, 8 p.m. start. Be sure to check it out and support our local guys doing really, really, really good things. Canada remembers our heroes. So it's a whole season. This is season 2, episode 2. 8 p.m. tonight. Check it out on AMI. We love you, Mats. Keep doing the great work. And now, the rest of your starting lineup for the Friday edition of your show. You know her from the Bastard Bedtime Podcast. You know him from the Commander Cookout Podcast. Together, they form the greatest team in the history of this family. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess I just said their names. Give it up for Brando and Cora.
Hey!
And another one.
Yay!
That was really, really good. I totally butchered that.
Okay, before we get into anything,
Yes.
we have some non-alchemist tea here
Yeah. It's
in the
something
studio today, and I think it would make for great internet viewing if Cora was to
here we go.
try this
Here we go.
live on the internet, because I think this is going to be really funny.
Do you have the same flavor as me?
No, I do not.
Oh.
I have a much different flavor, and it is.
How's that?
It's actually not bad.
You
Interesting.
want to try some, Gary?
No thanks. I'm good.
Man, I
Tried enough.
I actually thought I was gonna
It's better
die.
than mine.
See,
What? How
non-
bad can yours be?
Do you want to try it?
Yes, I do.
Non-alcoholic cocktails is what Hardcore brought in here. And the one that I had, I gave it 2 sips. The first sip, I said, oh no. The second one, I said, okay. Confirmed it. Disgusting.
Yeah.
And we like to say around here, whenever those mocktails, you guys just trade on the air?
Yeah.
Yep.
We like each other's other drinks.
Whenever you get mocktails, the only thing that makes them better is alcohol. That's what we've learned today. Very interesting.
Yes.
How are you guys doing? How's everyone today?
I miss Brando. He has not
Yes.
been here for a long time.
And I am physically present at this time and place.
That's how you know he's having a
That's
good day.
Yes.
Yep.
My man's killing it.
Yep. It's been quite the week.
Yep.
But I'm back here. I'm very excited to see Cora and you. And be
Very
back in
grateful
the-
for you making it in.
The warm embrace of the damn studio. I'm very excited. To
It's
be
weird when we don't have our Saturday morning shoot, hey?
here. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm always counting on that, and I wake up like, oh, I got no Brando.
It throws
It's like,
me
I'm
off.
okay with that CN Network Ryan, but I'm like, oh, I miss Brando.
So he also hasn't been here for Saturdays.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've been missing him too.
Brando, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're
Yeah.
saying.
Network Ryan. He can take a hike. I don't miss that guy at all.
Yeah. That's just a given.
Yeah.
So what we like to do around here on these fun little Friday roundtables is hand the reins to Hardcore and let her host. Go ahead.
So I thought since it's almost Christmas season, we could do some Christmas stuff. And I found some pictures of 90s nostalgic pictures for Christmas. And it wouldn't be Christmas without any of these, few things. I got like
love
maybe
this.
10 things. And then after we go through these things, we can look at some pictures of toys from the 90s and 80s. And
80s toys.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm thinking all of my bosses over my life have just always wanted me to have someone involved like you, someone who is always prepared.
Oh,
I never prepare, you always prepare, and my bosses would have just ate that up.
well, I'm your yang to your yang or
That's
whatever.
it. You're
however
yang and my
people
yang,
say.
bro.
Okay, got it.
Maybe we should pitch it. We should go back and not.
No.
Lol. No, I'm sorry. That was a bad joke. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Brando, we have to go back to
So-
the future.
Our first picture isn't
Here we go.
necessarily a Christmas thing, but it would be something that you could be doing with your cousins on Christmas Day or whenever you guys would hang out.
Why
with
are
your
cousins?
It's a box of beer. That's what it is.
Okay,
Here we go.
Pull it up, LB.
That's my guess.
Yeah, we got LB on the ones and twos today. Look at that.
Looking
I
at
can
things on the
hear,
computer.
I can hear that thing linking to the internet. Hey, scream! For about 3 minutes.
Funnily enough, me and my cousin used to use like the face making
nailed it.
app, and then we'd print off the funny faces that we had made, and then we'd color them. That was like a thing that we did on a computer that looked just like that.
Yeah.
See, all I ever did was just play computer games on ours.
Captain Kid?
Oh, I remember that. I think
was that-
Commander Kid.
Was that the one? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a Mario Bros. Ripoff, sort
Yeah.
of. Yeah, that was good.
It was a good game.
Also, there was a Comanche helicopter game that was super badass.
We had the Mega Man game.
Oh,
believe it or
yeah,
not.
the computer one.
The
So glitchy.
unbeatable just
So
piece
glitchy.
of crap Mega Man game. Yeah. Oh.
You got any
Oh.
stories about those old computers, young lady?
Just one in school when you'd have to like do the typing thing, like they would put the letter and you'd have to not look at the keyboard and you'd have to do like the whatever letter it was.
What's it called? No, I was
Mario
thinking of-
teaches typing. Like the more better you did, the faster you'd go and you
Yeah.
hit the bricks, get the coin.
Yeah. Those were
Yeah.
good. I was thinking of Number Munchers. You guys ever play Number Munchers?
No.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I
it
did
was
play
supposed
number
to teach you
munchers.
math, and it didn't. But it was supposed to.
No.
I just knew which numbers to get
It
to
tried.
get forward.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with learning.
My son, he has computer class right now, and he
Nice.
looks forward to it. It's like every Thursday. He's like, I get to go on computers at school today, and it's fun.
Just what the kids need.
Yeah.
Screens at school as well.
It's probably way different than when we used to
Yeah.
do it, though. Hey,
Of
like I
course it
remember
is.
we'd play the thing where you'd have to make. Did you ever play the game where you had to make a fish? Like
No.
you'd pick like all the parts of the fish, and then it would put your fish into a tank with other fish, and you would have to like survive. Not like Resident Evil survive, but like
Stay alive.
does the
have to eat
fish like is
food
its
and do
gills
stuff.
big enough to
That's
for its
interesting.
body, and can it breathe? And you learned like how all the different parts of the body work together to make an organism actually be alive. It was pretty cool.
that would be cool.
This is
It's
very
like STEM.
very interesting. We got because back in our day when we go into the computer lab, there was a dinosaur game. I think I talked about this not too long ago too. I forget what it was called, but you'd like you had a dinosaur park and you'd raise dinosaurs, and the whole point of it being in school was so us kids could learn how to work a mouse and move a mouse to click stuff. So we had these games that taught you how to click on things with a mouse because computers were new and this was like the thing. Now it's totally different because kids already know how to use a mouse.
And now kids are trying to zoom in on magazine
Yeah.
pictures, hey?
Right?
Yes.
I can't get this close enough. But that was a fun, man, I remember we used to, and this is how video game heavy we were back then. We'd go in like an hour early to school. Get there like 7 o'clock just so we can get an hour in on our dinosaur game. Like a bunch of us. It was
Wow.
crazy. We wanted to go to school early.
You've been addicted since you were a young kid.
It's bad. I ruined Christmases. I legit ruined Christmas. My family can vouch for it. If I didn't get a video game, I would cry the entire day.
Oh, dang.
The whole thing. Nothing could cheer me up from not getting a video game.
What if you got a bad video game?
Didn't matter. At least I had a video game.
All right.
I was a crackhead, man. Like I was a video game crackhead. It was horrible, and I apologize a million times. I was the worst kid when it came to that stuff.
At least you can apologize about it now. Okay, let's,
Doesn't make it better, but
let's
yeah.
move on to the next one.
Let's do it.
Okay, so these are making a comeback, but I feel like if you didn't have one of these at your grandma's house, did you even have Christmas?
Beanie Babies.
Oh, no,
You gotta
Zax?
guess. We're just gonna try to guess.
Is it Zax?
no. But Zach's,
Ooh.
yeah, one of these.
What the hell is that?
It's a ceramic Christmas tree.
I've never seen one of those in my
Do the
life.
lights work?
On this picture, I don't know, but
Well, no, like
Why isn't there a
On the
star on
tree.
top? What is
With
is
these
yeah,
that?
they're
trees.
supposed to plug in. Do you guys not know what this is?
No.
Oh, wow.
I've never seen that item in my life.
Wow.
I'm with
well,
them.
they're making a comeback. Maybe I can buy you guys one and put it on the.
well, if they're making a comeback, they're probably
Yeah.
expensive.
Okay,
That's
the
true.
next one you guys will have
Yeah,
seen
sorry,
before.
we ruined
Grandma.
that one.
Yeah,
for
sorry you blew that
It's
one
okay,
up
we
on
got
you.
lots of pictures to go through. LB, next one.
Ooh, look at this, the lights.
Ooh.
I like
Oh,
that.
that's fun. Yeah. That's,
Well
I
done,
like that
LB.
one.
You gotta go-
Oh,
Hey!
there it is.
Promo time,
Now
ladies
we're
and gentlemen.
talking.
The Viewing Room Boys, Dragon and LB, went and saw the Muppet Christmas Carol last night, and I believe that's going to be the next episode, if we can get it in time. Maybe not. We'll see when they get in here. The boys are super busy this weekend, but they went and saw it.
Yeah,
Quick
Hell yeah,
review.
they did.
Open the window. Quick review. How was it? Oh yeah, get on the mic. Even better. That's a great review. Is it going to be your first 10 out of 10? No. Oh, so
What?
it's not that good.
Come on.
I haven't seen it in a really long time. And
Me
I asked
either.
him, I was like, is the rat still as hilarious as I think he is?
Yes.
And
He
he's like,
looks good.
yes.
Yes,
It's
he
like,
is.
you know who he is? He looks just like Salius Crumb from Star Wars. You know that little rascal that sits on Jabba the Hutt's shoulder? Like,
Yeah.
"Hey." It's like that guy. Oh, what do we got here? Santa Pops.
Yeah, do you remember the taste of those things?
No, I like this though.
I remember making those. I remember when I was a little kid going back to like Kermit the Frog, because Kermit the Frog was a Muppet, and the Muppets were on Sesame Street.
Heidi
I had a
Ho, Kermit the
Sesame
Frog
Street
here.
book
He's going through
where you
things.
used like it taught you how to make this like cookie dough that you could use to make any kind of cookie you wanted, and then one of the recipes was you like make an outline of a face or whatever you wanted with the dough, and you take suckers and smash them up with a hammer, and then put them like in the insides, and then you baked them, and it would melt the candy back together.
Yeah.
And you'd have like a candy cookie pop at the end.
Cool.
That was really cool, and like that's kind of what those remind me of.
What do they taste like?
Like a sucker with cookie dough around them.
Interesting.
I'm still asking the question.
It's,
Oh,
it's-
Like, is
those
it good
taste
or
like?
bad?
it was good.
Okay,
It was good.
that's
You got a
okay.
good flavor of sucker, and it was
I've
just
never
like a
seen
sucker
that.
one.
You've never seen
It's
those
another
either?
one I've never seen.
They're disgusting.
Oh.
They like rip your tongue off.
Okay.
Oh,
That white
dang.
part. Yeah. He missed a couple of them. Can you go back to the Christmas Village one?
There was a
No,
Christmas
I
Village
don't
one?
think he missed any. Are we going to get some drama going here?
They were in order.
Oh, he
on
took
my-
them out of order.
This is it.
LB kind of does what he wants, I think.
Yeah. I don't want no drama in here when it comes to the order of these things.
It's an image
Formatting.
format problem.
Classic.
I see how it is.
Format,
Yeah.
yeah.
Computer
Just go with
things.
the flow. They don't have to be
Okay,
in order.
yeah, keep
You know
going.
what's up. This way you got. I thought she was prepared. Yeah.
Oh,
All good.
do you have any other
All
pictures?
good.
Okay. Yeah.
You got it.
There's lots.
I almost
got
called him
this.
Dragon. You got it, LB.
Lub.
The wish
Here
book.
we
the
go.
Oh,
Sears
yeah.
wish book.
Oh yeah. Those my grandma had like an old
Yeah.
like stack of them in the drawer underneath the TV for some reason.
Yeah,
and like
dude.
every Christmas I'd go through and I'd ask for things out of that wish book, even though they were like 10 years old. And you definitely couldn't get them anymore.
Not possible.
And, I was always so sad I didn't get them too.
But she would
Oh.
explain to you that you couldn't get them, right?
Oh no.
Oh.
No. She oh yeah, we'll put that in the list for Santa and we'll see what he can do,
Oh,
right? Like they were
you
very
set up
sweet.
for failure.
They didn't want to crush my dreams, but then Santa was an asshole because he never brought me the thing that I wanted, right?
Yeah.
I asked for that goddamn Ninja Turtles blimp
I love that
every
blimp.
year
Yeah.
for years, and I never got it. Still don't have one.
Dude. Yeah, see, that's super smart by the parents, though. They're just putting all the blame on Santa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude, it wasn't our fault.
It's easy.
Yes.
Maybe you should check the date on your wish book.
Yeah.
Those ones, I remember very clearly. Grandma and Grandpa's house, circling everything. Like every single thing. And
Yeah.
when you're one of the most spoiled kids on earth, and you circle every single thing, and if you don't get one of those things, tears.
Tears.
Not quite
Dang.
like video games. But I'm talking, we'd be getting like race cars and like those sets to run your race cars
Yeah.
around and all sorts of cool shit. And I was so enamored with video games that I couldn't even give these incredible gifts the credit they deserved.
Dang.
That was bad. The more I look at it, like I can't imagine how my parents got through Christmas with me.
Huh.
They didn't beat you either, right?
No.
made
Santa
him-
though, Santa would
made him
show
eat the
up.
toys.
Santa showed up a lot. I will say that Santa's always shown up.
Oh man.
You know, I'd always be mad at mom and dad. Like, why can't you guys be more like Santa? Because Santa always brought the good stuff.
Gary.
Have you ever been to the internet archive or whatever? It's got like scans of old magazines and stuff. You can actually go through old wish books and stuff.
That's
if you've ever wanted
cool.
to like have a little nostalgic trip, it's lots of fun. It's actually kind of neat. You get to go back and you can see the price of an N64 game back in whatever is actually more money than a video game is today,
That's crazy.
which is just ridiculous.
Who was
Like,
affording N64 games back then?
nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Ain't that the truth? Is there in those Sears catalogs, they have the underwear page in there? Remember the underwear page is always fun.
I guarantee you
remember.
they do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those are
Amazon
good.
has books like that now, so my kids circle the Amazon books. Like they pick out toys.
They circle it on the computer?
So no, they're like Amazon sends you like a wish book with all different toys and
You
stuff.
told us this before.
Yeah,
That's
right
pretty
now my
cool.
kids like that's what they circle.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Now,
It's cool, man. I'm glad that kids get to experience that. Like, like kids get to be like we were back in the day. But that was lots of fun, and it
Yeah.
is pretty cool. And the fact that they're doing it again is neat.
Yeah, when I was going through some of the toys, I was like, I wish these toys still existed because I would get them for my kids.
Oh yeah.
but how much trouble does that also bring because they have so many things that they're circling, and then you're like, wait a minute.
Oh,
made a
I
bad
just tell them
choice?
straight up. Like,
Okay.
you know, Santa can't bring you everything.
Yeah.
We got LB in the house.
have the wish book, but I had the Sears catalog.
Yeah.
I would do the same thing. I just
Yeah.
went for circle.
Everything. Didn't matter.
Okay, next picture.
Not completely dead in the younger generation.
There you go.
Oh,
He
there
was
we go.
probably circling all the ladies in the underpants.
That's it.
just for
I
sure,
want this
like,
pair of undies, this brassiere.
the Walmart
So
flyer.
true.
What a guy. All right.
Yeah, we
Okay.
had it pretty rough growing up, didn't we, guys?
Yes, we did.
Next picture. We got lots of pictures to
There
get
we
through.
go.
That's the wish book still.
Oh yeah, no, he's just going big screen. Oh, the
These
jingle
silk-
balls,
Dude,
jingle
these
balls.
were silk
jingle all
balls.
the
Did your
way.
families have them?
We had these.
We
had silk balls.
I actually set up my Christmas tree 2 days ago, and I have 4 of those, and all of them are decorated with little faces and kind of patterns and stuff with little sequins that my mom did when she was a little girl.
Oh, I love that.
That's probably the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
All of my decorations, I don't have any store bought ones. They're all something. They're either gifts or things that somebody have or myself
Gary
have
loves
made.
Love
that.
I love that more than anything, as you can tell.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
big fan
having
of that.
things around me that are connected to me, things that have been given to me or made for me that most people probably wouldn't want to show off. I love showing off how freaking cool all my friends are and all the cool shit they do. So that's how you end up with a little set like this. But those balls, all I can think about is I'm getting in the way of my moving ornaments. Like I'd have the train going around the tree, and I'd have one that would go like tick-tock and all these cool little things. And then I'd throw these bland little silk balls in the mix. Like, come on.
Yeah, but they would fray, and then there would be silk everywhere. Do you remember that?
Junk, yes.
Yeah. Then you'd have to throw them out. Okay, next pick.
Fraying silk balls.
Got to take good care of those things.
Does your cats get in your stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got that new tree, remember?
Damn.
Broke one
Oh,
of
yeah.
it. Well, I just got a new cat.
Goddamn.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You didn't even tell us about the new cat.
Prince Cashew, Chicken Nugget, Cuddlesworth II.
That's a good name.
I
Why
forgot the name
cashew?
already.
All the other stuff makes sense, but why cashew?
I don't know. He came looking like a cashew, I suppose.
Cool.
Interesting.
How many cats you got now?
3.
Nice.
Oh, man.
And they don't trash your place?
No, I was the chosen one last night. He slept with me.
That is a cute ass cat. All right.
Oh,
Can you show the
man.
camera?
That's nice.
I don't know.
Well, it's okay. It's not a big deal. You can see us.
Yeah,
right
people can
Okay,
people
next
can
pic.
screenshot it and zoom in there. That's fine.
Next
It's a good looking
picture, LB. Oh,
tinsel.
The tinsel. See, that's a Christmas tree to me.
cat. My
That's Christmas.
My grandma had one of those like really high piled shag rugs, and I wear socks all the time. As you can tell by when you see me without socks on, I have a tan that shows where my socks go.
Oh.
And so I was like, static electricity was just everywhere. Hey, so every time you walked near the tree, the tinsel would like, zzz, like it wanted to. Oh,
I
Did
don't
you
think they
feel
make-
like a superhero?
no, I did not like it at all because once it'd stick to me, I couldn't get it off.
Oh,
and-
Yeah.
Oh man, I no tinsel.
The cats would eat that, and then they'd be pooping it out later.
Good.
But
Good-looking
I don't think that they make that stuff anymore. Like that's like the
What's super poisonous?
Yeah.
Carcinogenic and
Yeah.
flammable, probably.
Back when things were still cool
Yeah.
and good.
So those are all the pictures of the nostalgic Christmas things.
That's a
now
great tree.
we can go into the toys.
Oh,
the best
I love
part.
toys. Toys are my favorite thing.
This is why we bring in Hardcore here on your show, the Friday edition from the Past Our Bedtime podcast. He's from the Commander Cookout podcast. Together, they are doing this podcast. Is this podcast? It's a show. It's called Your Show. Show's in the
show.
name. It's a show. All right, LB, let's see what kind of toys we're packing in here. Oh, hold on 2 seconds. Talk amongst yourselves.
So what was your favorite toy when you were a kid?
That I ever got for Christmas?
Yeah.
Nintendo.
I did get a Nintendo. I did get my Nintendo for Christmas. Not my favorite. My favorite toy I ever got was like a. You've probably seen them when you watch the show, like the nostalgic toy shows, where they always have one kind of in the background, but they never talk about it. It's a little black robot about this big, and it's got like a little screen on his chest that just kind of lights up, and it's a space battle scene on the front. And he walks forward, and then he shoots a missile out of his head.
Yeah, dude.
And then he walks forward again and shoots, and he shoooots 4 missiles, and then he's done.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That thing was on the cover of a couple albums, I think.
I absolutely loved that. I can't even explain to you why, but it was big enough where it went really good with my little small guys. Oh my god, it's the big robot coming to kill everything. And then you'd have like my big guys that were the same size, so it played with every toy that I owned at the time.
Super
It
compatible.
was the coolest thing. I was so excited to have it. I'm really sad that I
well
don't
done.
have it anymore.
Castle Grayskull.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
That's a good one
It was
too.
very good. And Mask. Remember Mask?
Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
we had a whole bunch. We had the Semi, we had the Lamborghini, we had the bike, all of them. All the whole Mask collection was so good.
Oh, yeah. One of the
Really
best
good.
theme songs in
Yes,
cartoons.
and never gets any love.
So good.
All right, LB, did I hear you ready to rock? Here we go. Off to Toy Town.
Okay, I
Oh yeah.
Gangsta.
put this in here because like there's nothing better than actually getting a CD with one of these on there.
You know,
What's
those-
what's the first one you remember getting? I'm curious. I remember mine, and it's gonna be it's really embarrassing. So you guys have to tell me your guys' first.
I don't
My
know.
first parental advisory. That's a great question. Because that those came out when? That was like mid 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Because all I remember from that, I can't really remember the first advisory I got. I just remember that I believe it was NWA or one of those gangster rap people or groups, sorry, came out and they were like one of the first ones to get a parental advisory. And instead of being like, oh, how dare you, this is the worst, you can't put us down like that, they embraced it and said, yeah, hell yeah, you better ask your parents because we're hard as F, bro. You know, and they flipped it on society and made it
Yeah.
cool to get that on your album.
Yeah.
And it's like changed the game.
Yeah.
So you went in there looking for that now.
Yeah, CDs that didn't even probably need it had it on there, like Green Day.
Yeah, just
like,
to look cool.
Yeah, just because they're a punk album, punk rock act, right?
Did you tell us your album?
Significant Other, Limp Bizkit, was
Oh.
the first one I got.
I see why you wanted to say ours first.
Yeah.
That's hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
What's wrong with that?
What was on that album? I can get behind some Limp Bizkit.
Nookie and End Together Now and
Oh, so
Break
that was the
Stuff
big one,
and
hey?
Truth.
That
Yeah, that
was
was
the
like
one.
their
Big
that was
one.
the big album that they did. So
Give me something to break.
I got a motherfucking chainsaw.
What?
A motherfucking chainsaw.
What?
I said a motherfucking chainsaw.
What?
Dude, so come and get it. Dude. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
It's all about the he said, she
Yeah.
said bullshit. Sorry, this is not a Limp Bizkit tribute show. We have to get out of that one. Very well done. Oh, what's this? Megan needs some belly rubs and maybe a treat. This is good.
Excellent.
When did that start? I like that one. That's a new trouble screen. Before it used to say King Duff was fixing stuff up. Royal Anders always making stuff happen. Any other
What's our-
comments on parental advisories?
Nope.
I guess not. We're gonna move on to our next thing. This is exciting.
Are
I
they
like
still on
this.
albums?
Do they still have albums?
Touche. All right, LB, let's see what's next.
Oh
I had that bad boy. Oh hell yeah, dude! That viewing window, it was the bomb.
I never.
That's
You get
I
to
never
watch
had
it.
this.
You get to watch those things be made.
I didn't have it either, but I really liked the cartoon show that came with it. It had its own cartoon
Oh.
show. It was pretty good. All the guys they were like dudes, like superhero dudes, but they were also bugs for
They're
some
creepy.
reason.
Well, because they're creepy.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, that was cool. I had a buddy that had one of those. And
I got my niece something like this for Christmas this year.
It was like the male version of the Easy Bake Oven.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
the
And
trick
it
was
was
you.
so cool.
It made things that looked like gummy candies.
Yes, you
but
don't eat them.
were certainly not gummy candies.
Very toxic.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure I ate a bunch
That
of them.
looks
And that's
like
why I
glue.
am the way I am today.
Oh, it basically is glue. It's
Oh, okay.
basically paint that they bake until it's hard. Or not even
Yeah.
hard. but
Does it
until it's
actually
gelatin.
bake or does it just set?
I think there's like a light bulb in it, like an Easy Bake type of thing.
Okay.
It gives it a little hard crust. But no, once you had them made, I remember the smell too. They smelled really weird.
Really?
But you could like play with them and just don't eat them. And
Yeah.
then
Okay.
of course, like Play-Doh and everything else, you gotta eat it.
Well, yeah, it's colorful and
all messed
candy
up.
shaped. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you eat it?
You know, you,
It came out of an oven. It has to be edible.
it literally says oven on it.
Yeah.
I know it says real molding before that, but still, when I just see oven, I say, ooh, what's coming out of the oven today?
Yeah, I didn't know what a
Creepy
real
crawlers.
molding was when I was a kid. I didn't know what that meant. I knew what an oven was, though.
That's it.
Oven is where food comes from.
Totally.
Do you think they purposely made it smell bad so that you wouldn't eat it and then kids still?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you start liking it because, you've eaten so many.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's pretty good.
And then next thing you know, you're drinking gas or your own hair.
And it doesn't even give you the same buzz you get from your creepy crawlers. So you got to escalate. It's a whole thing. I believe it's called a cycle.
A slippery slope, if you will.
That's
yes.
the one. Creepy crawlers. Good one, hardcore. All right, LB.
Solid. Oh, this
On to the next one. I like that a lot. Oh, what do we got
These
here?
Are those pound puppies? Is that what
No,
those
I
are?
think no pound puppy. I know my pound puppy.
I had one of these when I was a little girl. This is one of my favorite toys, and I got my daughter something like this, but it's
super
unicorns this
cute.
year, and I'm guaranteeing it's going to be her favorite toy. So anyway, those babies go inside the belly.
Yeah, and then you pull them out.
Yeah.
And you get a random number of babies.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get anywhere from 2 to 5 little
Yes.
puppies. Okay, I remember the commercials for those.
And
I
then
do.
that's how you can travel around with all of them. Just throw them in mom's belly, and then you get to where you're going and pull them out and have a play.
Yeah.
Very
Great.
cool. What was it called?
I don't know.
Interesting, because pound
We can-
puppies,
we
dude.
can-
I love me some pound puppies.
Yeah, I
I
thought
could
they were
probably zoom
cool.
into the picture, but
No, that's okay.
Okay.
We don't need to zoom in.
No.
It
Next.
doesn't matter what it's called. What matters is that it's a hell of a present that you still remember to this day.
yes. Yeah. And I'm getting one for my daughter this year, so.
Are you ruining it? Does she watch the show?
Yeah, I didn't think
She
about
doesn't
that
watch
either.
the show.
Oh, okay.
She's
Well,
4.
she-
She wants an iPhone, but.
Well, tell her
Four?
No, remember?
Tell her you're only
I'm
going to get her an
not
iPhone if she
serious.
uses it
Oh,
to watch
yeah,
the
yeah.
show.
She's not getting an iPhone, people.
Yeah.
You,
She's 4.
Yeah, you shut that down pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next picture.
Unless she
We have a
uses it to
lot.
watch
We have
the
like
show.
25.
We can do as many as we want.
Yeah, we can go.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Knowing is half the battle, baby.
That's it.
G.I. Joe.
You're a real American
you have
hero.
these?
Are you
Oh, everybody.
joking?
Oh, I didn't have them.
How
so-
did?
I didn't use mine as army dudes. I used mine as little wrestling guys.
Yeah,
That's
a sweet move.
Yep. Yeah. A
Most
little
of the-
federation with all of them because they all look different and they're all different colors and stuff, but they
Yeah.
were actually posable, unlike the wrestling figures.
Right,
At the
they're
time.
just like blocks, right? Like, you
Yeah,
can't
they're just,
do
like,
anything
they were just
with them.
hard rubber. You'd
Yeah.
smack them against each other.
They were
It's like,
awesome.
man, this sucks. But like these ones, man, those are cool.
Okay.
See,
Oh,
I bet
those-
you, like collector-wise too, those are worth a pretty penny now, aren't they?
Some of the G.I.
Oh,
Joes.
the
yeah.
heater. Talk amongst yourselves.
Then actually, going back to one of my own interests,
Yeah.
Transformers this year for Christmas came out with a special edition cup that turns into a G.I. Joe vehicle, and he comes with 2 little G.I. Joe guys, Sergeant Slaughter and somebody else that can ride in them. Yeah.
Like the wrestler?
Yes.
That's sweet.
Which is really cool. I don't know. I think that's neat. G.I. Joe was really neat. It was the first one that had like the oversized, great big playset, the
Hell yeah.
flag, the big aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you have,
the
like, the
first
bit-
one.
They were the first one to do like this giant playset just to see if kids would buy it.
Yeah.
And not very many of them did, and that's why you didn't see many more of
They
them
were
after that.
expensive
Oh,
though,
that's
weren't they?
my
Oh,
next
yeah.
Yeah, they were
Big
question.
time.
super, just like Castle Grayskull and all those other like really big setups for you to play with your dolls, if you will, inside.
Yeah.
And I remember being like super happy I'd get it and then wonder why no one else had one.
Yep.
Did that a lot. That's when I realized how spoiled I was. It's like, okay. That's what you mean. You don't have the full Castle of Grayskull set with every single character? That's weird.
Yeah, how
didn't
does
you
that-
ask? Didn't you ask your parents?
Didn't Santa bring it to you?
What's
What the
going on
hell?
here? So Christmas time, man. Hell of a time as we remember G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe's so dope.
Man, I can't remember last time I watched some G.I. Joe. Do they still have any type of shows out?
I don't think so. They're mostly like the niche like retro collector market now. From what I know, they're kind of aimed at people like us who used to watch them back then.
How much would something like that go for? Like one of
Oh,
those
now,
figurines?
yeah.
If you had like a
Inbox.
on card GI Joe figure, depending on which one it was, what kind of shape it in, you're probably looking between. I would say they'd go anywhere from 25 to a really common one, up to $200-300 probably for a.
Talking about.
If you've got like a first edition Duke or something like from the year that they came out, I'll bet you could probably get some pretty good money for something like that.
Cool.
See, now, one final question on G.I. Joe. Shout out to the real American heroes. Were you a G.I. Joe guy or were you a bad guy?
Oh, Cobra all day.
Cobra
They were the
all
like
day.
Cobra, right? It was the best. They
Who
had
was,
the
who was
most
Cobra's
ninjas.
sidekick? Commander
Destro.
Cobra? Destro
There
with
was-
the metal face?
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
Destro
that
and
guy
there was the
mean.
Baroness, who was like, just throwing that out
As
there.
far as dolls go,
Yeah.
she's a doll.
Yeah,
Baroness.
Scarlet can fuck off when there's Baroness in the house. I'll tell you.
I like that. All right, let's keep the train moving there, LB. What else do we got?
Oh man, I hope it's Ninja Turtles with the storage shell. Those are the ones.
Oh, we can go.
Everything.
Oh, the rest of them. No,
We can
th-
just go to the next one.
No, we don't go to you,
don't
you.
you dare.
we shall not.
These are three of Brando's
Ma'am.
favorite toys right there.
These
You're
are some
an
of my
Orko guy, right?
favorite things in the world.
You
So
love
it's-
Orko?
I am an Orko person.
knew it.
Yes. So He-Man is amazing. We've talked about Castle Grayskull and like the huge impact that He-Man has. And if you ever get a chance to watch a He-Man documentary, do it, because they were the most like '80s, just high off their ass. Thinking, you know what, we could probably make the kids buy. Let's give them a robot elephant head that shoots water. Yeah, man, let's do that. And like, there's so much of that in He-Man, and you can still see it today. And then
Yeah.
Transformers, obviously the best toy line of all time.
Yeah, my son loves Transformers.
'cause
He's a
you're-
huge collection.
Do you
of them.
notice?
He has a-
Mask, that Thunderhawk, I had that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Mask was amazing
sweet.
too. It had like had like rubber tires that like were
So
Goodyear
cool.
branded and
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
And
Right,
the
really-
different individual masks for each character.
I don't know what that is.
So it was a cartoon that basically, it was like a Transformers, but
Sort of.
not really.
There was two factions.
Factions, yeah.
There's your good guys and your bad guys, and they each had. Everybody had a mask that did a thing.
Yeah.
So you had your brightly colored character with his cool helmet, and then each one of those characters in the helmet would drive a vehicle of some sort, be it an airplane or a car or a truck or a motorcycle.
That would transform.
That would transform into a different vehicle.
Yeah, like a
some
battle vehicle.
Some were dope, like the car would, like that. The one in the picture there
Yeah.
turns into like a glider. The old gull wings come up,
Yeah.
and then act as actual gull wings as the car flies. Then there was less sensible ones, like the airplane that turned into a helicopter, or the van that turned into like a lunar launcher, right? Or
A
the
lunar
The green
launcher.
motorbike that turned into a flying green motorbike.
into
You
a helicopter.
Pull up the helicopter.
Yeah, it was a helicopter. It was cool, right? Like it was.
Had
It
that
was a
one.
really neat show.
The semi was incredible though. Like the semi, you lift up the top, and then it just had a huge rocket.
Yeah, just-
like a rocket launcher, and you could shoot the
You
rocket.
could
So I'd always
shoot
shoot my
it.
brothers
Yeah.
and hit it, and it'd go pretty hard too.
Yeah. What does the semi turn into? Guns. That's what the
biggest
semi
gun
turns
you've
into.
ever seen.
Right.
You are gonna murder that other faction, I promise you.
And also in that picture, just little known, The Battle Beasts, man.
I was going to ask about those.
Those things are badass. They were a Hasbro property, actually a side line to Transformers.
Interesting.
Near the end of the run, so they weren't produced very much, but it was just like anthropomorphic animals that have silly names like Wild Turtle or Hair Raising Hair. That one's real. I'll never forget that one. And they all had like little rub signs on their chest, and it was like a rock paper scissors gimmick, where they were whatever element they were, they'd be strong against a different one.
Oh,
They were
smart.
a cool little toy line.
Call those Mega Man rules.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct, and
Very
they were very cool. They're hard to find actually, and I'm really surprised that Hasbro hasn't like
Bought them back.
well, because they've done so many of the other Transformers
Yeah.
lines, but they've been kind of avoiding the Battle Beasts, and I'm surprised that they haven't brought them back because they're so popular and they're so collectible, and they'd be so cheap to make. They have only their arms move. It's not like they have to, right?
Yeah.
Like they'd be
Hey,
such a cheap toy to make.
I'm sold.
Yeah,
I'm in.
I'd buy all of them.
Should we make them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a factory going.
Oh yeah,
somewhere.
if we went on Boxing Day and there was a bunch of those, I would definitely be in a fight with a parent to get those things for sure, for sure.
I saw someone post something on the internet the other day talking about how they missed Black Friday when everyone used to kill each other in the malls.
Man, that makes me sad.
I know,
does
that's what
make
I
me
said.
sad
I was like,
too.
why would you want that? I remember watching those videos of those malls and people getting trampled, ruined Christmas for me for a while.
I did not Black Friday shop for years
Yeah.
after I saw people at Future Shop get into a fist fight
Yeah.
over the discount DVD box. I just couldn't handle it. It wasn't like because they wanted a
What was
specific.
in there?
They just wanted to look. They didn't even know yet, and they were punching each other. I was like, oh my god, you guys are. This is felonious assault.
'Tis the season.
Wowee, man, joy to the world, right?
That's it.
Holy-
Gotta get that $20 off your DVD.
Speaking of Future Shop, remember Radio Shack?
Yes.
I love Radio Shack.
Yeah, same. I used to love Radio Shack too.
I actually bought a blimp from the Radio Shack in Slave Lake, Alberta.
Ooh.
For my brother. I got it for him for Christmas. It's pretty baller. It worked once and then it died.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
still, that
That
one
sounds like
time
it's from
was
Radio
worth
Shack
it.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, hey, again, that was Radio Shack in Slave Lake, so I don't think we got all the coolest stuff like the big cities did.
Yeah.
So maybe it
That's
was like
true.
the throwaway stuff. Either way.
Maybe.
LB, what else we got in here?
Man, that was a good slide. That's gonna be a tough to. Oh, there it is.
I have the power!
Oh man, who didn't want a Castle Grayskull?
I
when you were a
had
kid?
one.
There,
Get out of here. You had one too?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I
so
did have
sick.
one.
it's like a tic tac toe of everybody
Yeah.
having Castle Grayskull.
Yeah.
Man, Adam, Prince of Eternia. Never looked so good. And She-Ra's over there. What was the deal with him and She-Ra? Were they like related or something?
Brother and sister.
Yeah, okay.
And she was kidnapped by Hordak when the Horde invaded Eternia. Skeletor was actually apparently Hordak's like right hand man.
Hordak was bigger than Skeletor?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a weird storyline
And then
twist.
Skeletor got abandoned on Eternia, so he was like, well, I guess I'll take over, right? And then he has all his little minion dudes, and then She-Ra got taken back to Etheria, where she was brainwashed into being bad. And then by meeting He-Man, she realized that being super powerful and good was better than being a total dick.
Hell yeah.
So she went on a campaign against like actual slavery, and it was a good show.
So She-Ra was after He-Man, right?
Yeah.
And you're telling me that they made a whole nother roster of characters after just nailing it with He-Man.
Yep.
Which
Like-
they can.
Yeah.
That's what blows my mind. All the such outrageous ideas for these characters,
And
and
I
they
don't-
all hit.
And I could tell you why, but I probably can't on YouTube. This is a family-friendly show, so I can't
think
tell
it's-
you what everybody was up to
It's the 80s.
when they decided to go with all that. But
I think that was a drug reference, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's what I'm
Cher
saying.
was actually meant to bring the girls in.
The ladies, of course.
They
Yeah.
wanted to appeal to because it was so popular with boys, but it just so happened that she hit right as kind of He-Man was on the decline for whatever reason. Like, not really sure why, but everything has its time in the sun and then it goes away. And unfortunately, it came at the wrong time and it just added to the bloat that kind of sucked the whole line down. And so she kind of got blamed for the falling popularity of
That's
He-Man.
not
Always
fair.
blaming the women.
Yeah,
No kidding,
right?
eh?
It's
Sticking to a
crap.
theme.
It was a good ass show too.
Did you She-Ra at all?
Yeah, I think I had all of them, to tell you the honest truth.
Well done.
She-Ra.
Castle Grayskull. What a
Yeah.
beautiful thing.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, we fought over that bad boy a lot.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, LB, what else we got?
Always bugged me that the drawbridge was too small for the characters to go in standing.
Yeah.
up.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Like, what are you gonna?
Absolutely ridiculous. Teddy Ruxpin.
And jamming the holograms.
All
Man, very good. Have you? Teddy Ruxpin, if you can find a functional one, if you want to just have
The best time
if you
ever.
just want to laugh really hard, what you got to do is dub some like
Slayer.
Slayer or Slipknot and
Yeah.
stick that thing in your Teddy Ruxpin
Teddy sing
and
it.
watch him just death metal scream for you.
It's so sweet.
Teddy Ruxpin was so cool. He had the best cartoon show.
Yeah.
My little Iliop man. I love that guy. Jem is also there. She was fine.
She was my favorite.
Come dream with me tonight. Remember
And Queller and
We'll
LB.
build a giant airship and sail into the sky and fly so high. Come dream with me tonight.
You guys talked about this in the
I
podcast.
love Teddy Ruxpin. We said like half of that episode was us just singing Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh yeah, Teddy
It's the
Ruxpin is
best.
so good.
Coach Mazer loves to sing some Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah.
It's very good. So Jem, you're a Jem guy too? I never got into the Jam.
I liked Jem enough that
The
I
cartoon was
watched
good.
her sometime, but
Yeah, I
like
watched
It's a
it.
rock and roll cartoon.
the movie came out and it was terrible. but, like,
Terrible.
it was a disservice
Yes.
to how cool the actual Toyland was.
Well,
but
you have to
Absolutely.
remember, it's called the money grab.
yeah, that's true.
Usually, more often than not, that's how they go. Sometimes
Shameless
we get
cashing.
lucky and it's something good.
Yep.
But most of it, and we understand it. People got to make money.
That's true. People just need to make it happen.
It's unfortunate that they have to bring so many people down when they do it.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Like the original Gem.
Yes, correct.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's it.
Correct.
All
Did you
right,
have
Albie.
some Gem stuff? Like, what was the gimmick with the Gem toys? I actually don't know that one. Like, that's a, or were they just kind of like
I just
glam
watched
rock
the
Barbie?
we couldn't afford the doll, and so I just watched the cartoon. But it was
This looks like
the
a
best.
punk rock Barbie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that show was really good.
Man, Teddy.
All right,
Ruxpin.
Albie.
Guy's so dope.
Where are we going next? I can hear him munching. He's probably had like 5 hot rods already.
Oh my
Okay?
God,
At least
I
5.
remember those for sure.
Danger.
Man.
Danger.
There are.
Before hoverboards,
Yeah.
that's what people fell
Yes.
Oh yeah, very few things have I
those
seen
things.
people just land right on their
That was
face.
my favorite
than
toy,
that
though.
thing.
Come on.
That
You
was
like
my
that thing?
favorite toy.
Oh, to make your friends play with,
Yeah.
for sure.
No,
a death
I
trap,
loved
dude.
it.
Were you
It was a
good at
Death
it?
trap.
Yeah, I was really good at it. I lived
Was a
on-
record streak of bounces.
Well, I don't know, but we had
Several.
I grew up on
Seven.
the farm, and so we had this Quonset that actually had concrete in it, and
Ooh,
so I
concrete
got
Quonset.
rollerblades and this, and I would just bounce all over the place.
Oh, that's pretty. You lived on a farm and you didn't have a trampoline?
We had a trampoline too.
Trampoline probably more fun than that thing. 'Cause
Yeah, but
way
you
funner.
this takes talent. On trampoline, you
That-
just have to like jump on it.
that's true. You just have to exist. on
I'd
a
get my
trampoline.
kid this if it still existed.
Better get a helmet with it.
Yeah.
No, no.
Hey, not everyone can handle conkies like you over there, Brando.
Why?
They're not good.
What are you talking
What
about?
was it called? What was this thing called?
I don't know.
I-
Circle bouncer.
bouncer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
called
don't know.
Jumpy Thing when on the picture
Jumpy
saving.
thing?
Yeah.
I'd call it jumpy thing.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of injuries.
If one of us was to get on that now, would it be able to bounce us?
Yes.
Do you think?
How many do you think we'd last?
4.
What's that, LB?
Pogo,
Pogo
ball.
ball.
I don't know.
I don't think I could do more than one.
I
I'd
could
die.
maybe get a
Fall
couple.
over.
Maybe.
Yeah,
like,
you're
I
agile.
could get a
though.
couple
Once
too.
I got my legs under me.
But it had little pokey things on the bottom of it, like where you put your feet. That's how you get gripped. And if you didn't have shoes on, those things would like
Stab you.
stab you.
oh, for sure they would.
Yeah.
Like walking over a bed of nails.
Or a bunch of Legos.
Oh, even
Yeah.
worse.
Ugh, bunch of Legos.
Dude.
Okay.
Is a
Let's
bun-
keep it rolling.
Is Legos
What do we
next?
got next?
Legos is not in here.
Oh, good.
Everyone had Legos.
Muscle Man.
Oh,
I didn't know what these things were, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure Gary and Brando will know exactly what
Oh,
this is.
exactly what those are. Those are intergalactic men of wrestling. That's what those
Hell yeah.
guys are. Those were the coolest toy, man. And you get them like 6 at a time in blind bags. Oh shit, those were cool and very valuable if you
And
have
there's
them.
hundreds of them, isn't
Yep.
there? Like hundreds. What are
yeah.
they called?
Uh,
Mega Men?
Muscle Man.
Muscle
That's what they
Man.
were called here.
Yeah,
They're like
but
game-
muscle stands for something. Did
Yes,
you know
it does.
that?
I did, but I honestly can't remember what it
Is
stands
mud
for.
one of them?
I'll look it up.
I don't think so.
No.
It's like Ging
Just look at them now. I'm thinking they're like mud monsters.
Ginkaku Man Legacy or something. There was a cartoon in like the early 2000s that had Kid Muscle who did Samoa Joe's Muscle Buster. That's where it came
Course.
from.
Come on.
That's where it
that was
came
his
from.
move?
Yes.
And Samoa Joe just got it from the muscle guys?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, dude.
See, I'm going to do that in real life. And then TJ gets hurt. Was it
You
TJ?
could.
Yes.
Are they like flexible? Could you move them around
no,
and stuff?
they,
so
they
they're-
were inch and a half tall action
They're
figures,
tiny.
not
Okay.
Real
posable
small.
really at all. You could kind of, if you really bent them, they would pose.
Yeah.
And they all came, the original run all came in that kind of flesh color. And then when
That's
they
what I'm saying.
re-released them, they came out in red and blue and purple. And then occasionally you'd find like the rare ones were green and orange.
Oh yeah, jackpot.
right? So those were pretty cool. Those are lots of. I love those. I had so many of them, but I sold them on eBay to pay for my move into my house when I
course you
bought
did.
it. Like,
Every time he does something big, he sells some of his collectibles.
I sell
That's what he
toys.
does.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
his investment.
Yeah, well, makes
Hey,
sense.
man.
Oh, that
It
brought
works
back
out.
some serious memories there. I totally forgot about those.
It stands for millions of unusual small creatures lurking everywhere.
Yep.
Checks out.
Yep, that's exactly what the I remember. I think I read something or heard something about them where the idea of it initially, they weren't wrestlers. They were just cool little guys,
Yeah.
and you'd put them around the house, and it would scare your mom in the commercials, right?
So
Or you'd have
spooky.
them in your pocket, or you'd have them
Yeah.
at school, in
It's
your
a little
locker,
buddy.
and in your desk, and they'd be everywhere. Oh my God, these things are so cool.
Just
and they
the right
were.
size.
But then they realized, man, if they were wrestlers, that'd be way cooler, which is true. And
Every
there we are.
time. This is good. All right, LB, what else we
Oh,
got?
man, hook
we
us
only got
up
a
with
couple
some more
more, hey?
stuff.
We have to go a little bit over today.
Oh.
Trolls.
Trolls! Brando loves trolls.
Frickin' trolls. I like the stone protectors.
Yeah.
Those were the boy trolls. They were like knights and
Yeah.
and stuntmen, and they drove
The knights of the troll
motorcycles.
table?
Yeah.
So
yes, well done.
my
Thank
daughter's
you.
really into trolls right now, and so I bought her a couple of the older trolls, and she was just like,
What is this?
Yeah, I got for her for Christmas last year, and she's like, "What is this?" And so she like doesn't even play with them.
What? Why? How?
Yeah.
They're so much
Man,
fun.
They transcend too. My sister had a bunch of trolls. I had some trolls that I didn't mind, messing with.
LB, can you put up the Mad Balls photo?
Mad
Please
Balls,
put up the
come
Mad
on.
Balls photo.
Come on.
Please put up the Mad Balls
serious?
photo, LB.
How many are we skipping? Are we skipping a whole bunch? Did we go too slow for you?
We had a lot of pictures.
Well, that's good. Maybe we can save them for next time.
Oh man.
I like
yeah,
this. This is a very fun little.
I will
feature.
talk 80s and 90s toys
Yeah,
for the
this is
rest of my
amazing.
life. I will do
Yeah,
that.
give him some time to get his Mad Balls.
Man, Mad Balls were really cool. Did you have any Mad Balls?
Oh yeah,
I had a
they were so angry.
I had the baseball and like a.
remember the baseball.
Like a baseball-sized volleyball. That was like a mummy.
Dude,
That's pretty cool.
the mummy one. I remember the mummy one.
Yeah. Do you remember the
Literally, 'cause
show?
It was just a. I don't remember the show.
The show was not
I
very good.
also don't remember the show, but I remember having them. I'm pretty sure I just saw some Mad Balls at a store the other day. I'm like, I
No
feel like I
way.
know these from somewhere.
They're still going.
They're not still going, but they came back. There was like a little. I don't
Oh,
know.
it didn't format. What else you got? Give us one more.
Give one more.
One more here, LB, before we get Frankie and get out of here. As I go turn on the transmitter.
It's a Talk Boy. Did anyone get a Talk Boy? I did not.
I remember seeing them at the store, but I never got one myself.
Me neither.
And like, do you think that they could do all the things that they did?
I
on
figured
the
you
show?
got a Talk Boy.
I did not have a talk boy.
What?
Oh.
Which is horrible because I really enjoy giving notes to myself, as in note to self. And that would have been perfect for it.
Huh?
Note to self,
Yeah.
go get more candy.
Like, is
video
it?
games.
Yep.
Was it just a tape recorder that
Yeah.
looked neat?
Yeah.
But it had a microphone off the top so you could like put it like this, like a reporter. It's basically what reporters used back in the day.
Huh?
And if you're Kevin McAllister, it's also a great way to trick a bunch of sticky bandits or
Yeah,
wet bandits,
burglars.
depending on which movie you're watching.
Yeah.
To trick bandits and no politics or religion, but you can also trick Donald Trump into letting
Amazing.
you, a small child, stay at his hotel.
What's their names? Harv. What are their names? The bandits. The
Oh,
sticky
God.
bandits. They are our age now. What?
Oh man,
Marv and Harv?
oh it's killing me now.
Come on.
Harry, I've reached the top. So Harry is one of them.
Yeah. So them.
And
then-
Marv.
And Marv, Harry and Marv.
So them in those movies are our age now. Don't they seem so much older?
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem like old geezers in the movie.
Yeah.
Eh?
And dumb.
Yeah,
God,
stupid.
for criminals are
For
so
sure.
dumb.
I actually saw, I think it was a Family Guy skit of Home Alone where the guy's like, oh, well, there's some ice there. Well, we better not go that way. Yeah, the doorknob is real hot too, so I let go of it, so now I'm in here. And then he comes out, watch out, guys, I got a spider, and he just shoots him.
Leave it to Family Guy.
Oh, man.
What a great time. All right, LB. Let's go ahead and play our way out of here. That was a quick one. That was a really quick
Yeah,
one.
I feel like we only got through like 3 pictures.
Yeah.
Man, we're going to have to get some more of those and do
Well,
some more of those.
Oh, we have way more.
We have more.
pictures.
I think we'll do it again next Friday.
You wanna do
this
it
will be
next
a,
Friday?
this will be a little Friday tradition.
I
because
like
the
that.
nostalgia from that is so fun.
And and people watching, they're like, man, like I should buy some of those for my kids for Christmas. There's still time.
We got ideas for you.
There's places
Lots of
to go,
ideas.
right?
Absolutely. What a week, you guys. What a week. Who rolled through? We had our friend Patty again. Had her album release on Tuesday over at 3 Hall Public House. Very cool stuff there. Hello to our friends at 3 Hall and Bloom Entertainment. We love you guys. We got some cool stuff coming up. as we continue to support local music. We also had Brooksy stop by.
Yes.
Thank you to Brooksy for always being an angel. Coach Mazer chugged his entire, well, eventually he did finish the whole thing.
He drank the whole thing
The
eventually.
whole thing of Clamato.
Damn it.
Like in the same day.
1.87 liters, yeah, right after.
He looked like he was gonna be sick.
He was close. He knew. So he did that for our friend Adrian, the Canadian, in Australia, because it just turned out as a funny joke. And then Coach Mazer was like, I'm going to do this. And we're like, okay, and he did. Very cool. So thank you to him and to Adrian. As well, Dragon filling in, Uncle Mike and Matt from all the bands. We had Matt Young from CTV talking about the mini systems.
Oh,
It was a good
hell
one.
yeah.
It was
Hell
a really
yeah.
good. He had the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and the Genesis one all in here, and we were playing it on the screen.
Oh, that's so sick.
It was awesome. So if you're looking for ideas, those are still out there. But apparently they're really hard to find now.
They are. You
They
can
were
get the
hot for a second.
You can get the KO ones, the knockoff ones at the cell phone stores in the mall, but you can't get the official shit.
The legit.
Yeah.
So that was very, very cool. And to you two for stopping by. It was so kind to take a trip down memory lane with you. So kind. That's a weird way of saying it. So nice.
It was fun.
fun.
You guys are kind.
I
Very
enjoyed that a lot.
fun. It was a very fun memory. Any ideas of your favorite toy from the ones we looked at?
Of the ones that obviously Transformers, because it's not even it's an easy answer for me.
Very interesting. I think
By a lot.
Mask. I think Mask was my go-to. We
They
had so
were-
many. They were so fun.
Oh, they were so cool.
They were so. What about you, Hardcore?
My favorite toy was my dad built me a Barbie house, like that had an elevator in it.
Jackpot.
But
crank,
out of
like,
the like I had to crank it, and
That's
he
for
built
sweet.
it with his own hands.
That's amazing.
but
You gotta
for the-
hurry. We're almost done.
But the picture would probably be that dog that gave birth to the other dogs.
There it is.
Karma's very real. Be kind, and the world will be better. I promise you. Good things will happen. Have a great weekend.
Bye.